Have you been in a car accident recently? Maybe experienced a whiplash type injury in your neck and you're kind of wondering, what do I do next? Even if the accident seems really minor, it's really important to understand that whiplash injuries can occur at very low speeds and symptoms don't always show up right away. I'm Dr. Garst with the Well Chiropractic Clinic here in Mesa and Gilbert, Arizona. And today I'm going to be explaining what whiplash is, what you should be doing immediately about it, especially after the injury, how to give yourself the best chance at a speedy and full recovery. But first, let's talk about what whiplash actually is. Now, whiplash occurs when the head is suddenly thrown forwards and then backwards, placing tremendous stress on the muscles, the ligaments, the joints, the discs in the neck, and that rapid motion can cause things like inflammation, muscle spasms, joint irritation, and can damage a lot of the surrounding supportive structures in your cervical spine and your thoracic spine. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they assume they're okay because they don't really feel pain immediately after the accident. It's very common for symptoms to take hours or maybe even days to manifest or develop. You may feel fine the next day only to wake up the next morning with things like stiffness, headaches, shoulder pain, reduced range of motion, dizziness, a lot of other symptoms. So the question becomes, what should you do immediately after a whiplash injury? First thing, get evaluated by a chiropractor as soon as possible. Early assessment can help you identify the injuries you actually sustained, document them, and make sure your condition does not get worse before it gets better. The sooner we can diagnose and properly get a patient on the right treatment path, the better the long-term results for those injuries. The second thing we should do, avoid the temptation to simply wait it out. Numerous research studies have shown that the earlier you get to intervention, the better the outcomes long-term instead of just prolonged activity. Now, in many cases, rest is probably appropriate, but we need to incorporate that into the right recommendations and the right treatment plan so that we can get your recovery time to go down. The third thing is to keep the proper motion and recovery. We want you moving within your comfort level. Now, bed rest is usually not something we recommend, but gentle movements can help maintain mobility, reduce the stiffness, and like we said a minute ago, get you back on track to getting better faster. The fourth thing, pay attention to your symptoms. There's some red flags to watch out for. Now, increasing pain, numbness, tingling, pain shooting down in the arms, weakness, severe headaches, dizziness, any symptom like that could be a sign that there are some more severe injuries. And so as the initial inflammation begins to calm down, the rehabilitation part becomes really extremely important. Now, the goal for this isn't just pain relief. We have to restore proper movement, strengthen you back up, and get your function back to where it was before the accident. This is where chiropractic care can make a huge help. A comprehensive approach can include things like spinal adjustments, soft tissue therapies, corrective exercises, postural retraining, mobility work, a ton of things. But the goal is to restore normal motion patterns and get you back to where you were before the accident. Again, the biggest mistake I see people making with car accidents and whiplash is they ignore their symptoms until they become worse or chronic. Now, whiplash injuries can sometimes lead to long-term neck headaches, neck pain, reduced mobility, discomfort, degeneration, etc. So the sooner that you address those problems, the better your chances of a speedy and full recovery and getting you back to normal and as fast as possible. Now, if you've recently been in a car accident and you're experiencing some neck pain, some headaches, some stiffness, please don't ignore those. Those are warning signs. Get some help, get the proper treatment recommendations, and get yourself on the road to recovery as soon as possible. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe for more information on some spinal health recommendations, some injury recovery, chiropractic care specifically. Just want to thank you for watching. And again, if you know somebody that's been in a car accident or you have yourself, make sure they get evaluated. It will help you in the long run. We'll talk to you guys soon.